you know the way?
I will show you the way. In time you will learn the way.
What is up, you guys? Yes, I
Do you know the way?
Right here. Don't ask me why. I'm obsessed with this meme for some reason. But welcome back to Storytime with Bridget. It's been about maybe a month, probably because I've been like strangely busy with randomness. So on this one, I'm going to talk about basically people coming and going, because I feel like, I'm not the only one who's ever had this problem. I'm just one of the people who know what it's like. So the first thing I want to start with is basically like the first thing that ever happened to me is with a friend. And how this happened is like, I first moved here from Kansas to Texas maybe my sophomore year, and ever since then, like, I didn't know anybody. And yeah, moving sucks so much, especially when you're in high school, because just like everybody's like judgmental that very moment. Like whenever you're younger, it doesn't matter, it's cool, but when you're older, it's horrible. So basically, like, I met this person from a friend of mine. They said that, oh, this is so and so, and I was like, oh, hey, okay. Well, we didn't meet back up until maybe the summer of fixing to start junior year. And what happened was, like, we became really close, and it was okay and whatnot, whatever, they were gay and stuff like that. So I was like, oh yeah, that's cool, having guy friends. That's probably where it all started, probably before that. I'm used to being friends with guys anyway. And I was like, alright. So it's not that bad, it wasn't that bad, but what the problem was is that they would find someone, or they'd have a boyfriend or whatever, and like, this is my pet peeve when my friends date people, is that they push me away. And that's what happened. They were pushing me away. They would get mad at something that they did and take it out on me, or something would happen and I wouldn't know what to do, or wouldn't do anything about it. But like, it wasn't really something you should ever do to someone. And so we would have a couple fights here and there, and then like we would have breaks constantly. And I remember, like, this is the main reason why I got anxiety too, is because I would get random phone calls in the middle of the night saying, just to get yelled at, or saying that, oh, they can't do it no more, or oh, something happened, or this happened. And I'm just like, okay, well, what do you want me to do? Like, I can't leave my house. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. And it was really crazy, and I was just getting anxiety because they did that. And I think the main thing that really made me mad is that their ex-friends, whatever the case is, like, they didn't like me, and so they would always try to start stuff, and they never stood up for me. And I remember this big old thing, because like, my old friends from Kansas came, and I was so happy. I was like, oh, I gotta spend time with them, whatever. And what really happened, like, they got mad, they got jealous. They're like, because like at the moment we were taking a break, and they're like, that's why you want to take a break, so you can go ditch me? No, it's not. They were my friends before you ever came in the picture. And they tried to be so controlling, and it just really wasn't okay. And the moment that I noticed that, you know what, this is not ever gonna work, probably because one of his ex-friends tried to start beef, and the main thing that happened is that, she called me names, threatened to punch me, whatever, and I was like, I don't care. I didn't. I really don't. If you want to fight me, go for it. Go for it. You can find me anywhere. And he never stood up for me. He just went behind my back and was like, oh no, she's this and this is this. She's not even my friend, kind of thing. I was like, okay, so you consider me your best friend for what? So after that, we never talked to each other again. And it was like probably that summer where a really big like mistake of mine happened. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a really bad kid sometimes. I just have bad influence, I guess. And I was like, well, what would happen if I bought drugs, kind of thing. And they took it the wrong way. Like, they took it the really wrong way. Like, oh my god, I can't believe you did, and all this. And like, got my family involved, got everyone involved, tried to get everyone against me. And I was just like, I don't even know what's going on. I just said, what if? And ever since then, like, it wasn't ever the same. And no matter what, like, they always try to come back. And I'm just like, I can't do it no more. No matter how hard I try, they just screw it up. So I have a video about everything that's probably posted it maybe like 2 years ago or so. And I know that I wrote a book over this. So there's that too. I'll put it in the thing so y'all can read it, whatnot. Basically, like, I feel like there's a lot more people like this. Like, they try to be controlling, they try to like ruin your life, they just can't let go, and they think they're better off without you, but yet they still try and find a way back. That's just nah, they're not worth it. They're really not. So next person, I would say that, you know, I don't know, I guess from the first person I just learned not to beg people in my life, because I said screw it, you don't want to beg my life, fine. So the first other one is another person that I dated, and like, I don't know, they're just like, we were okay before we dated, like we were just like, you know, the puppy love kind of thing, and then it came time to like when we actually did date, what happened was it was fine for like 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks later, like after those 2 weeks, like he was different. He didn't want to talk no more. He just, oh, I don't want to talk. Oh, I don't want to talk. Like, and he would call me in the middle of the night too, just to wake me up for something, or he would text me when I was asleep, and I would wake up, and all I see was, oh, I can't do this anymore. What do you can't do? You can't do that to someone. Like, it popped up my anxiety even more, and it made me so like wonder, like, is this gonna be the same kind of thing that I had with my friend and I don't know, like, it really just made me so upset. This fact, I'm just like, I don't know. And I remember I did like 2 days of crying before I realized, you know, this is not gonna work. I realized that, you know, I'm not happy anymore. And I mean, it's really hard for me to be happy, so when I am happy, I'm just like, no. And I feel like that relationship was rushed anyway, and like, I guess what really makes me mad is that they made me feel ashamed, like they were ashamed of me, and they didn't want anything to do with me. I never got to meet their family, I never got to be talked about, and they never bragged about me, whatever, and I was like over here like, oh yeah, this so-and-so, like, it was a one-way street mostly. So, I mean, I don't know. So basically, that's a really short story. And with these, like, I realized, you know, people aren't worth staying in your life if they don't want to be in it. Like, if they cannot go and just be there for you, they don't need to be there. And I've had a couple of friends that are actually still here to this day, no matter how much shit I've gone through, no matter how much shit I've done to them. Like, I mean, I have lash outs, and they can handle it pretty well, and I'm so grateful for that they haven't left, because oh my lord, I have like 2 friends, maybe 3, maybe 5 tops, I don't know, maybe about 5 tops, that I just keep really close to, and I'd rather not be like that really social person, just for the sole fact that people are fucking fake. So, moral of the story, I guess, is don't beg people to be in your life. If they want to be in your life, they'll be in your life. And no matter what, you know, just stay who you are. Like, don't change for people. People want to be controlling, you don't need that. People want to ruin your life, you don't need that. I know that there's a saying from India that's like, people want to leave, hold the door open for them, let them leave. And then ever since then, I've actually gone through that motto a lot. Like it'll hurt, maybe about a couple, it just hurts if you want it to hurt, kind of thing. Like, if you let it bother you, you let it just sit there and get you, yeah, it's gonna hurt. But if you let it go, it's okay, just let it go. Like, no one in this world is even worth stressing about. Nobody. It's not even, like, there's 7 billion thousands of people in the world, and you're gonna stress about one person? Honey, no. So that's it for story time today. It's pretty short. Anyway, y'all want a little thing of these? Let me know. I'll probably make one. He doesn't have shoes, but you know, he's light. I'm free-handed it, so he's light. Squishies! I don't know why I have these, but I figured out, you know, like, look at these, look at this toy. Oh my god, like, my niece loves this. This is like her favorite toy, because I don't even know why. It smells like chocolate. It doesn't even smell like bread. And then, like, I got like this ice cream one. It's like hard, it's a bit stressful. That doesn't smell like nothing. I think it's just in that basket. And then I got my little donut. Oh my god, that smells like coconuts. And then I got a banana that really smells like chocolate, but it's a little gushy, you know, just, oh yeah. Anyway, this video is sponsored by Squishies. I suggest y'all to go buy some, you know, if you like squishing things, just squish them. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, again, because Squishies. I know I look really big on camera, like, look at this. That's not how I look like in person, I swear. This camera that I have looks horrible, and hopefully I'll get a new one, but I highly doubt it. But yeah, this is brought to you by Squishies. They're actually called Squishy Yum. Squishies. Yeah. So, yeah. So, y'all have a good day. Thanks for tuning in for Storytime with Bridget again.